Welcome back.
Yeah, see my headphones? Yeah.
Yeah, costume change.
Yeah, so we were continue where we were at. Aaron's mad at me because I changed our name for part two. My name in the group chat is now not a Pistons fan because I'm not a fan of the Pistons. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start and give my top five of Pistons players I know and remember. I'm in no particular order. Well, I guess number one's Isaiah Thomas because he's the most famous Pistons player. Ben Wallace, number two. Number three, I like Tayshaun Prince. I played with him on video games all the time.
Pause.
What I played.
He's crazy.
Number four as who else? I like Blake Griffin, but he wasn't like good on the Pistons. Oh, Joe Dumars, because with Isaiah Thomas, and you were saying it to end part one now, Joe Dumars definitely, him and Isaiah Thomas were like a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, obviously not with the 3-pointers, but
and they were definitely, they were both like 6 feet in shoes.
Yeah. And then I'll give my number five favorite Pistons player, got to be Chauncey Billups.
All right, my five. Aaron, do you want to rebuttal his five at all?
Nah, it's a solid five, but I'd put Ben Wallace number one just because, you know, he kind of racked up a whole bunch of accolades. You know what I'm saying? As a Piston, I think probably more than anyone else, and he was just, you know what I'm saying, he was good at what he did. He was like a super role player. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was doing the stuff that he did.
At five, I'm gonna put Cade Cunningham for the future of the Pistons. He'll probably them old heads.
He definitely moving up to number two in a minute.
Yeah. Number four, I'm gonna do Billups. I'm gonna do Billups at four. At three, can I do like combos? Like, or gotta be one? Like,
I like combos.
Combo.
Let's do Dumars and Lambeer at three.
Oh, I don't want to do them, but you can do them.
I can't. Let's get a bad boys club, put them together. At two, I'm gonna put the Wallace brothers together. Pause.
Brothers, you know that nigga's light. Rasheed is light skinned, right?
She'll let it see, man. And then at one, Isaiah Thomas. I don't think people understand what Isaiah Thomas did, and it's really crazy. He literally held Michael Jordan down for like his first 7 years of his career. He was beating Larry when Larry was in his prime. He was beating Magic when Magic was prime. He scored like 40 on a sprained ankle against Magic and Kareem, and they should have won. Like,
yeah, they should have won that one.
He's 6 foot in the 80s when they can clothesline you. Like, what?
Yeah,
he's crazy.
Yeah, so, I'm not saying Isaiah Thomas was a bad player. I'm just saying, like, I don't really have that much connection to him because of the fact that he was around before I was born.
I respect the Ben Wallace love.
Yeah, especially right, where he started. He went to Virginia Union.
Yeah, HBCU.
Yeah,
you gotta respect that.
Yeah, gotta shout out that. Yeah, definitely.
Have y'all
Virginia Union literally down the street from me.
When I was younger, I did not know about Malice at the Palace.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so I didn't really know what it was until I was like 17. I never heard of it before that.
What?
Yeah, so
that was like the best thing in NBA history.
Do y'all want to talk about that after we finish the top five?
Bro, like,
well, we're pretty much done, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Malice in the Palace is like if you hear the story behind the Malice in the Palace, it's like
them niggas are stupid.
Like, it's not even like, it wasn't even like about like what happened. It's really because like Ron Artest was just like at that point in his life just mentally like
crazy.
Like so, WWE came to the NBA that day.
So if someone is watching and they're like Aaron and they never heard it before, who's gonna just describe the Malice in the Palace for us real quick? Tell us what happened.
I mean, I'm kind of fuzzy on the details, but I know that like it was the Pacers versus the Pistons. It was just a random Tuesday, like just supposed to be a regular game, and then like at the end of the game, there was a scuffle between, I think it was Ben Wallace and Ron Artest, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was Steven Jackson. I don't even think Ron Artest was originally involved. Right?
No.
No, I think yeah, he was on the bench or something.
Yeah.
He's just crazy.
And then like they were like all clamoring, trying to break it up, and then they broke up the fight. But then like a couple of fans started like throwing beer and shit on them. And then Ron Artest went in the stands and started like fucking him up. But he like hit the wrong fan.
Yep. Because I mean, when people are packed together like that, you don't know who's who.
Yeah. And what I realized after watching that was that like these NBA niggas are way bigger than like the average nigga. Like, and I'm a big nigga. Like I'm 6'4", about 260, 265. So I'm a pretty big dude. But like
you're the size of a point guard, bro.
Okay. KD line.
I'm bigger than a point guard. I got two relatives in the NFL.
Well, I'm saying
one.
I mean, most NFL. Of the point. I'm saying, okay, I guess you're a two guard. Like, what's 6'4"? 6'4", you're definitely not a center or a power forward.
You can play small forward nowadays at 6'4".
And he is a defensive end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9". I'm fucking not in the league, guys, at all.
You ain't in nobody's league.
Neither one. I'm a fan.
you in the crib league.
Yeah.
The fantasy league.
Play that shit. I play that shit in video games. Too short.
I think the funniest part about the Malice at the Palace, like you watch the video, there's a part of the video where like Jermaine O'Neal is sprinting to punch a fan in the face. Flips before it lands, and I'm telling you now, if it would have landed, he would have killed that man. He would have murdered that man. That is the funniest part of that video, bro.
Like all these niggas do is just pump iron and shoot balls. No homo.
Yeah, and the that Pistons team was full of killers. Like Steven Jackson he's fighting, Ron Artest fighting, Jermaine O'Neal fighting. Like Pistons, same thing. The Wallace brothers are fighting. Like
Rasheed don't take shit from nobody.
Yeah, that was just a bad combo team. Like, and I think they were both like some of the best teams in the East at the time. Like, it was just a bad combo.
Yeah, and they both I think that was like either the year after or 2 years after the Pistons had like made it to the finals. Yeah. Well, no, they won, and then I think that was 2 years after, because then they got to the finals again, and then they got to the finals again.
Yeah, it was just the best.
Yeah, we could have had a more than one championship in that era, but niggas had to be niggas for a day.
Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, I'm a bad boy. Let's talk about the bad boys, guys. I know we all seen the documentaries. We weren't around, but you guys were talking about how that team at the Malice at the Palace was just killers. Well, Michael Jordan get a lot of love, and I'm a LeBron guy, even though I can admit I do think Michael Jordan was better than LeBron, but it is because single-handedly of that team, like you were saying earlier now, the bad boys, the Detroit Pistons, that Michael Jordan honestly don't have 7 or 8 rings, because they were a good team and literally they self-imploded. And that's why they aren't really in history books as one of those great teams. I think they only got 2 championships together. Mm-hmm. But dude, great documentary. It's pop culture. That makes me like the Detroit, even though, as I said, I'm not a Pistons fan right here. And I know that made Aaron mad. I'm a bad boys Detroit Pistons fan.
Bad boys for life.
So let me hear what you got to say about the bad boys.
Detroit, or just like Michigan in general, have some of the best 30s. Like the Fab Five documentary, fire. Bad Boys documentary, fire. But yeah, all I gotta say about the Bad Boys, shout out Rick Mahorn, because listen, like he would really knock you out, and then you would look at him and you don't want no smoke with Rick Mahorn. Like he's gonna take the punch and keep it pushing, but you don't want no smoke with Rick Mahorn. And you know Bill Laimbeer following up, you know Dennis Rodman following up. Like you don't want no smoke with them, so he's gonna leave it at that.
I think the best
Dennis Rodman was on that team at the beginning of his career.
I honestly think the best thing about Detroit is that we love our players a lot. Like if a star gets on Detroit, they like bonded to Detroit for the rest of their career. Like what did Ben Wallace do before and after Detroit? What did Isaiah Thomas do? Wow, Isaiah Thomas played for Detroit his whole career, but like Chauncey Billups, we still show him love, and he didn't even play for Detroit that long. He only played for Detroit for like what 6 years, and then he was on the Nuggets. So I mean, we really show our players love. Like Grant Hill, like he was like the main guy that was wearing the teal. Remember the teal jerseys we said we like? He was the main guy in those jerseys. Like that, he's the only jersey you can get with that design, and we still show him love even though his knees exploded. So like we really fuck with our players. So when Cade Cunningham gets to Detroit, it's gonna be all love.
Well, in basketball, in basketball, do.
Yep. No homo. None of that other stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be all love. He's gonna be on there. Like Detroit gonna be his second home for what 20, 30, 40 years.
So Aaron, are we going to a Detroit Pistons game this year?
Yes, we are. I'm in that bitch. And
let's fucking do it.
My mom actually there's this grocery store chain up here called Meijer. My mom knows the wife of the chief communications officer of that place, of the grocery store chain. So they give free tickets and she gives them to me. So
hell yeah. So when they play the Wizards, let's go.
Yeah, that was actually the last Piston game I went to.
How many tickets did you get?
Usually it's 4. Last game I went to was a 76ers game.
Listen, man, I'm trying to see people before he retired. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
We can do a TaintCast live from the Pistons game before it starts, like we're doing now.
Oh, you're not Upper Hills no more. God.
We got we also get in the I don't know what it's called, like the clubhouse.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. They got a buffet and shit in there. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna set that up. That's exciting. Do we want to talk any more basketball, guys? Anybody have anything they want to get a panel discussion on going in basketball topics?
No. Not basketball, but I mean Drake.
The Drake curse?
No, he's coming out with his album next month.
Oh really?
The date
I
is
believe
official.
it when it drop. I believe it when it drop.
Okay. The date is set, July 24th.
Man, he been capping all year.
He said it out his mouth.
Man, he said January.
Well, yeah, I mean, we was in the middle of a
He
pandemic.
had a whole trailer and say January.
Yeah, but you it's the pandemic. You can blame everything on the pandemic. Yeah. So
got a point.
Just you didn't pay your child support, pandemic.
Pandemic fucked me up. I was
cheated
getting
on your
extra
girl.
money shit.
You cheated on your girlfriend. Oh man, it was a pandemic, you know what I'm saying?
God damn. The mask, bro. I didn't know, bro.
I thought it was her under the mask.
You can tell I had no taste, bro. No taste, no smell, nothing, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't smell her scent.
All right. So are we done with basketball? Is basketball over? I actually want to get a small GOAT debate going real quick, but not the regular Jordan LeBron. No. Allen Iverson or Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
Allen Iverson.
Oh, why Dwayne Wade now?
He's better. I don't know how to describe
He's just
it.
better?
He's just better.
I'd say he put up better stats, and he had better frame, and he has more accomplishments. But Allen Iverson's story is more inspiring. To be a nigga that's 5'10", you know what I'm saying, without shoes, you know what I'm saying, go to the college of your dreams, and then get into that incident where like it was really other like it won't even you for real, like you was just trying to get away at but then niggas want to shoot at a bowling alley, so you gotta have to get involved but not really, but then you still get arrested, and then that almost ruins your chances of becoming a professional athlete, but you stick with it, you persevere, you get to the league.
Persevere.
Huh?
You persevere.
You get to the league, you know what I'm saying? You cross over Michael Jordan. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You get to the finals.
He's the reason there's a dress code in the league now.
That's what I was saying. You get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? You take Shaq and Kobe head on. You beat them one game, one of the best teams ever, and you beat them. You single-handedly beat them. You feel me? And then they get to talking to you about practice. Practice. We talking about practice? Nah, but I actually heard the story about that, and like he had people in, like he had close relatives pass away. Like it was like 2 or 3 close relatives pass away. So he was like trying to deal with that. And then like so he missed a couple of practices. It's the same thing with like Naomi Osaka now. Like people aren't given time to, not even like even in a regular work life, they aren't given time to like grieve or time to rest. And that can be really taxing on your mental health. So
really though, that's good. That's a good segue into a real part. Workers benefits, man. I think we kind of got stuck for the last 20, 30 years being happy with 40 hours a week, 2 weeks vacation or whatever. And I think the world's low-key waking up. You can see with the people not going back to work to minimum wage jobs. I think it's time to start a new version of a union. I'm thinking the other countries in the world, they get like months of vacation paid.
Yeah,
they work like 30 hours a week. Like,
yeah, why would you go back to a job and have to work 50 hours a week to make ends meet when there's an eviction moratorium and you can get $300 check for staying at home? Why would you go work slave wages for hours upon hours, days upon days, no breaks, and not get a free $300 check instead of just staying at home and getting a $300 check? Like that's a no-brainer. And these, like, I actually read this one article. There's this guy, he owned an ice cream shop, and he was like, oh my God, I can't find workers. People won't come back because